You guys, there's a lot to talk about. First of all, what a night to be in the ballroom. Hannah, your face when they announced James was being sent home. What's going through you guys' mind? Because you and James were these two front runners from the start.
I feel like James has just been amazing the whole time. And he's not just amazing on the dance floor, he's an amazing human. And when we met in Good Morning America, he came up to me and I didn't know him yet. He just like, can I give you a hug? Because I feel like you need a hug. He's like, I watched your season for the first time, and it was just, I don't know. From then on, I just thought of him as like a father figure in this whole thing, and he would always just be so encouraging when I would be my crazy self. And so to see him go, it was really upsetting because he's been a big part of my journey as well. And it was nice to be able to know that I now have a relationship with him, to be able to give him that hug that he gave me. And so I'm gonna miss him a lot. We spent every day together, and we did show and tell together. We were vulnerable.
Rooms.
It's
there. James and Emma have such good energy that they literally, whenever we ever get into a little problem, they're like, "Oh, you guys are fine. You guys look great. You guys
James
are the
will
best."
talk to
James
Alan,
is a father figure to me.
and we'll be like, "This is what you need to say to Hannah. Just come on." He's great, and it's gonna be. I'm really sad. I wanted to do this whole thing with him, so.
That's what I was kind of wondering, is if you pictured you two in it together at the end, and this has to be shocking.
I feel like we had our own team name of all, like us four, because
you remember it?
Alan, Bama,
Vanderslate.
Yeah, it was because we just really connected with each other and encouraged each other through the whole thing. So, yeah, I did. I thought he would be.
I thought for sure he was the front runner throughout.
No, he'd never been in the bottom two. I mean,
yeah.
crazy. By the way, though, I got to tell you, you are now in the finals, and you've never been in the bottom two.
I guess we can't
finals.
We can't even be in the bottom two. That's honestly because of all the support from you guys.
Seriously, I have the best fans, and I'm like, I need to look in the camera, because anything that I've done, I have had so much support, so much love, and I feel it and I see it, and it's just been so incredible that I know I can count on my fans. And we've been through a lot together. So this is a big celebration, not just for me, not just for Alan, not just for us as a team, but for everybody.
I mean, we saw some of that tonight too. There were tears. There was so much. You came to Carrie Ann and you said, I want to kind of clarify this. Why was that important for you? Was it seeing the package and then making sure you wanted to be understood properly?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you only see it 2 minutes, and I'm very aware of this. Like when things your life kind of gets cut down, and I was very emotional that day. It was the first time we had done our contemporary, knew the story behind it, started allowing those emotions to come into practice in like a real way. And it was hard to have cameras and to even take any criticism at that point. And I want to get better and I want to improve, and it's not the criticism that like upset me. It was more just the day, and I think it's okay because I'm human. She just unfortunately had to come in at the wrong time. Didn't have to do that, and so I just wanted her to know that her critiques, her help, is really important for me to get better and better, and I appreciate that. It's just a rough day.
You said a weight had been lifted off you when you did that dance tonight. So does it feel like finally those exes are fully behind you, the weight is off?
Yeah, I feel like when you kind of put yourself out the way I did, so it's really vulnerable, and it gets brought up all the time. And you want to move forward and we want to get past it, and I feel like that dance was a way for me in my heart and myself, to be like, this is gone and now it's me. And I think moving forward, I'm always going to be asked about my experience and the men that were there, but it's like, this was a way for me, not just for myself, but for the rest of America that's watched my journey, to know that like I'm good. Yeah. And I am okay, because all that needs to be put behind so that I could become an empowered woman and continue my story. So, yeah.
You know what I did kind of love? Peter's first promo came out. Did you see it? The windmill's in it, Hannah.
Like I said, I will always be asked about
They
my
continue
journey,
it, Hannah. It's a cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle. Yeah. It's just, I guess I don't know. That was a memorable moment, I think, for everyone. So they had to put it in the promo.
You're part of his journey too.
Yeah.
I do have to ask you. Look, we know he's wrapping filming up now. What advice would you give him as things wind down? What advice would you pass on? What questions should he be asking those final women?
God, that's really hard for me to give. I think it's just taking those moments to really get to know the person without the cameras and to make sure that you're really vulnerable and honest with each other. Just because the show is ended, your life is still starting, and to really get to know like what you're in and be able to make confident decisions for yourself moving forward too. Just because the show ends doesn't mean that's the ending. You really need to understand what your relationship is, and I hope that his is a fairy tale and something that he's always been looking for.
All right, last question for you guys. How will you attack the finals? Alan, I think you were shirtless all night. Will you be shirtless next week?
I think just to shake it up, I might put a shirt on.
What?
Who knows?
Come on.
Might rip it off.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for the freestyles. It's going to be amazing. It's
like a continuation of a celebration of me.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a huge celebration. To make the finals is honestly a win. So I just want to enjoy this weekend, make it as memorable as possible.
I think you may be the only person to ever not be in the final two and make the finals.
Really? Don't say that.
But we're already there.
That's
we're already there.
amazing. You're in the finals.
Is that
Thank
true?
you.
I don't know.
don't-
If we've had close calls when we're like the third, and it's the worst feeling in the entire world, just because I just want it so bad. I hope. Oh, I'm not going to win.
Not gonna win.
I want it, and I'm appreciative of everybody keeping me in.